a double assassin duo coming in from Team Flash with Martis as their fighter and Cho as well as Grok as their tanks. So
no
actually,
mage at all for Team
I would say that Selena will be that
my.
mage. Selena deals really good early game damage, and it's understandable why they substitute Selena for a mage. In some sense, she is a mage. She deals early game damage, but the thing is, she really just drops down a lot more in the early in the late game.
Woo. I am so excited, man. Oh, rock.
And here we have the final lineup coming in for our game number 1 of Team Flash against Team RRQ. Do know that this is the best of 1. Let's go through with the lineups here.
All right. Well, we'll start.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Sackers on Grok, Drago on Joel, Dino on Hayabusa, Cloud on Selena, and Ezio on Matisse. Pause. Let's do for Psg Rrq. The Lemon on Lapu Lapu, Vin on Kaja, I am Jago on the Harit, Liam on Akai, and Tuturu on what's that?
Claude. Finally. Now, Claude is a really common hero to see, but as great as Claude is, it's kind of surprising that Claude can actually sneak away from the first initial bans.
Yeah.
And with that said, well, it's understandable to see Kimi to be banned. It's understandable to see Grandeur being banned. And for some reason, we're not seeing Claude being banned. And it's understandable. We can see Claude being banned in the 5th and the 6th ban. Now we are going to go straight into the game right now as the pause has been resumed. And here we have taking a look at the top lane with Ezio.
Let's go, and in the middle lane is the Joel with a dual lane with Harit from Team Psg Rrq. They are looking to control this one. Joel having a last hit.
Of course.
On top.
It's rather understandable to see the Grok coming in with a rather aggressive stance, and it might be the kill coming in.
Here we go. This might be going to be the first team fight right here. Joel and Grok together is trying to fight 5-man from Psg Rrq. Falling back into the middle lane.
Now this is interesting. Now Team Flash has already accomplished their mission, and that is to steal the buff away from RRQ, and that is going to be for Selena. So that is great coming in from Team Flash, but they have afterwards just congregated together in the middle lane to defend and to attack.
At the bottom lane, the PSG is cutting the creep waves here behind the turret. Drag it away. Forcing this. Go back to chase. Still no one. Still no first blood.
Still no first blood. It does seem like there is a lot of rotations going about. They are making sure that Martis as well as Claude is able to get their farm at the off lane. In the meantime, Hayabusa would need to try to rush down to get the towers down as soon as possible. With the turtle coming up very, very soon.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Seems like they want to protect that away from.
I think it's going to be holding for the native forward for Sacker. Still playing with the kind of careful both sides.
Yeah, this is
because
the best
you
of
make
one
a mistake in early game, it's kind of hard to come back, especially in this meta game. And now let's take a look at that. And stun and drag back. Oh, now here we go, absorb. And he might go back in again. Our Maker is trying to save his teammate. Joe got away, but however, here comes the first blood on Team Psg Rrq. That was a good timing going in.
And with that all said, we do have Ezio trying to get himself away from all of that action, but it does seem like he's able to do that. But the turtle will now be slain by RRQ. It was a great initiation coming in from RRQ. If we do have the chief state rage being dropped down by Lapu, a lot of CCs going on. But the thing is, divine judgment coming in from Kaya definitely did secure them that kill. That is why Kaya is such a good hero. Hide in a bush, divine judgment someone, and that essentially is one kill for your team. more CC comes up and line it up. So for example, Chieftain's Rage.
It seems like Seacoc sliding inside now, getting bigger. He might come out charging with the power of nature, waiting for his teammate, trying to chase on that Rrq. Swing one time. Got some damage. Not going to be that much, Rrq.
It's going to be all alone. So even with the Hurricane Dance, he's not being able to do quite much.
Yeah, farming in.
Abyssal Arrow landing nicely right on Vin. But with that said, they're just going to continue at their rotational stuff and not overextend themselves.
Harris, they need to be careful about Harris' sync coefficients. I mean, if they're kind of stuck in the middle of sync coefficient, it's quite easy for them to go in. That's what I'm talking about. Harris comes in. Now here comes the sword from Harris. The 4v1, that's going to be easy kill. Kai just slain that Joe for the second time.
And just like that, with Liam going down with the Hurricane Dance, we'll be able to single out Drago, who is playing as Cho. There's absolutely nothing that Drago could do. He's stuck in a corner by the Hurricane Dance. There is Zaman Force that being dropped down by Harif as well. And speaking about Harif, Zaman Force as well as Chrono Dashes just deals so much damage as well as gives himself a good amount of shields.
You know, I kind of worry about Team Flash right now. That 5-man of Team Flash cannot fight 4 guys of Team Psg Rrq as they always have. Claude on top lane, free farming right now. Psg grouping up once again, ready to go in.
Turtle resurrecting soon.
Claude always free farm, and now finally he grouping up his teammate in the middle, trying to take the first turret in the middle. And now they just go for the turtle too for some goal and experience.
Not good. We do have Psg Rrq with early game objectives. They've got one tower down, and subsequently we might be able to see 2 turtles down. And with that said,
sending in arrow. Now here comes another big fight in, aiming for about to go down for Saka. He actually just trying to get away with jumping out, but he died eventually, and still cannot stop Psg from diving in to tower X-Drago. Even Joe cannot just stand all the damage from him. I thought he's a good tanker.
His pretty Zakas was able to create a lot of space and really absorbed a lot of damage. Even the Wild Charge tries to get himself out of the situation, wasn't able to do quite much due to the fact that, if I'm not wrong, Kaya did manage to put down a Divine Judgment onto him, pull him away from his teammates, and there is absolutely nothing that the entirety of Team Flash could do anything. So here's the thing. Team Flash against Team Rrq. I'm pretty sure that we will say that Team Flash could be the underdogs despite their name. Team Flash, they are a very strong team. We have seen Team Flash in many other different games, but in terms of Mobile Legends, they might still be the underdogs.
Yeah, people saying that Team Psg Rrq is still on off-form period right now, but I don't think so. Look at them play. Now, nice block by the Sackers, throwing in. He might go in and spin around with the power nature once again, and the Wild Charge, but he dies doing the charge. Killing spree is too much damage for Team Flash right now.
Now with the blazing duet. Oh, hold on a second.
My.
Hold on a second. Ezio tries to go in for the CCs with his default ability, but unfortunately wasn't able to do quite much, as it is a 4 versus 1 after all. That is another turret credited to Psg Rrq, and at this point of time, it looks like a 13,000 gold coming in for Team Flash and 20,000 gold for Psg Rrq.
I think for Cloud, he's just going to need at least 2 or 3 minutes in terms of farming.
6,000 gold deficit.
Yeah. Well, the one thing that we can see, obviously,
Turtle
that Harry
resurrecting
is doing
soon.
so good in this game that he's pretty much like a playmaker for Team Psg Rrq right now. Whether it's going to be the synchro vision or his ultimate, the sword.
Exactly. So with Zaman Force being dropped down, you know, there is a lot of things that Harif can do. And Harif with Zaman Force down, Chrono dashing everywhere, just really dancing all about.
They're just going to go in
like
once again for the synchro visions, but luckily they got away from that. Iron Jungle misses spells. Vin trying to go from around. Stays inside, and now here comes the storm, but he missed it. Nice dash away by Team Flash. He's got to wait so close. Maybe, well, it's fine. Let's go for the turret then.
It is absolutely fine now. We do have Claudius already that's going to be at the top lane, but with the Shadow Clone, he will be able to get himself away from all of that danger, and he's actually might be going back to top lane and farm again. But it does seem like just going to congregate together at the middle lane, and it does seem like we do have Ezio completely shut it down. And how are they going to stay alive from here on?
Oh man, Zaman Force was dropped down real nice by Team Psg Rrq. Grok still cannot find some timing to go in and open the fight for Team Flash. I think one thing that can change the tide of the game is how Grok lands his skill. The power nature, barrier, and wild chance is going to play a big part when it comes to the big team fight. Lato might go say, Lato.
And looks like shifting range.
Now here comes Akai in front line. Akai charging in. They didn't even care about the tier 3 turret right there. Make a kill right in front of the turret. And now they're still keeping all of them alive. Just attacking on the turret already. Lost 2. It's 3v5. I don't think Team Flash can defend from this one. Joe about to fall down. Akai spin him around. Like, oh my goodness, he's spinning like helicopter right there. And that's not thing Team Flash could do about.
My oh my, and just like that, tier 3 inhibitor tower has already gone down within 8 minutes, and that is close to 10,000 gold deficit coming in from
Lord,
Team
resurrecting
Flash.
soon.
This is not looking good at all.
Man, Flash can't even get one single kill out of them.
Man, oh man, it's just too difficult. The only kind of CCs that they have is Wild Charge coming from Grok. They do have a little bit of CC, actually, in fact, that is a lot coming from one hero, but it's just one hero. Cho, Way of the Dragon, as well as Jikundo is the thing that they have to rely on when it comes to close quarters CCs.
Yeah, come on, man, Team Flash, he's still got some chance, so if you can just go for that Lord, nice block, indeed.